So energy powers the world, but in Nigeria it defines the headlines, drives the economy, and of course there's national debate. Welcome to Oil and Gas Watch on Smailz Radio 98.7 FM, your weekly spotlight on the sector that never sleeps. We go beyond the surface, tracking oil prices, breaking down fuel trends, spotlighting refinery progress, and confronting the tough questions behind Nigeria's energy realities. If it affects your wallet, your generator, or the nation's future, we are watching it, analyzing it, and of course bringing it straight to your ears. This is Oil and Gas Watch. My name is Blessing Robinson, and with me in the studio as usual is Olatide Jeremiah, the CEO of PetroleumPrice.ng. Another week it is to delve into the oil and gas industry, and I am actually excited about the new week. I love the new week, and we are here to talk oil and gas. A couple of headlines, and looks like we have an interesting one. Beginning the week for last week, Sunday, June 29th, 2025. And this one says, PetroleumPrice.ng prepares to relaunch its marketplace. I mean, you are the CEO of PetroleumPrice.ng, so talk to us about the relaunch and its new features.
Okay, afternoon, our listeners, and thank you for tuning in. And PetroleumPrice.ng, you all know, is a leading platform in Nigeria that displays prices in real time, and at the same time it showcases industry news in the industry. Lately they are preparing to launch their marketplace. It's an exclusive offer for station owners and depot marketers and those that trade in the oil and gas space. If you are a station owner and you want to get to link with a seller of petroleum products, Petroleum Price Marketplace is the platform for you. It's just like a digital platform that connects the buyer and the seller together. You are a buyer somewhere in the north, you are a seller somewhere in the south. Petroleum platform is a perfect place to connect both parties together. So we have other features. You could also rent your truck. You want to get petroleum products, and you need to rent a truck, source for products, get supplies, and all. It's just a place where traders meet and transact.
I believe we'll have more details on that on the platform. Yes, so you can head over to PetroleumPrice.ng to find out more features about the relaunch and its marketplace. And now let's head over to Monday, June 30th, 2025, and the headline for that day says depot activity slows as fuel prices ease again. Okay, so what could be driving low activity?
We said that severally on this show.
Yes,
that what determines depot prices is the oil prices. So oil prices makes up 80% of what's is used in refining our refined product, our fuel. So for every oil prices that drops, it influences depot prices or our local prices here. So what happened is that over the weekend we had a decline in the crude oil price simply because of supply, excessive supply. What determines price generally in every market is demand and supply. When you have high supply, if supply exceeds demand, prices drops, and if demand exceeds supply, it brings about scarcity and it rise. So that's influenced depot prices. And because it was in a Monday, we had slow activity at the depot. Marketers, buyers slowed down their pace of buying petroleum products, and it was a very slow activity on last week Monday. But on Tuesday, it became a busy market and everything picked up. So that's just the arithmetic behind pricing in Nigeria.
So with this information, are we likely to see depot closures or workforce downsizing if this actually persists?
Not really, because it is just the decline happens periodically. Are you getting me? So when there is a decline, it happens just 1 or 2 days and after a while it changes. So it does not have anything to do with workforce. Are you getting me? It's just a temporary fluctuation of prices at the international market having influence in local markets. Are you getting me? So it's just like, oh, the raw material of this particular product is being sold at this rate or is fluctuating. Expects the local product to fluctuate because the raw material makes the finished product. So that's just the arithmetic. That's just the trick or strategy behind pricing in Nigeria. For now in Nigeria, what determines the rise and fall of our local prices is the crude oil price. So if you want to know if our local prices will change, just check crude oil price. As soon as you see it's going up, surging up, expect an increase at the depot price. And over time, you get an increase at the station level. So it's just like the oil price, depot price, and retail price. Yeah.
But to Tuesday, the headline for Tuesday, July 1st, 2025, beginning the new month.
Yeah.
Dangote 720 billion naira CNG moved to cut fuel cost nationwide.
Yeah.
So could we say this cost incurred going is this cost incurred going to be sustainable?
Yeah.
Or is it a market penetration strategy?
Yeah, that's a big question. Stakeholders have been pondering on this particular question. That is this a strategy to penetrate into the market? Because for you to be investing close to ₦1 trillion yearly on logistics, like a free logistics to all Nigerians yearly, is it going to be sustainable, or you are just trying to penetrate into the market? After a year or two, you go back. So it's something that stakeholders are really asking questions. What is this strategy for?
Well, I remember the last time we talked about the regulatory bodies intervening when it comes to price tension and all that. We're like, okay, we are still calling on these bodies to look into it. So let's call them now again to look into it, because the fuel price can't just be fluctuating like that. Putting consumers at they don't know what's going to happen next.
Yeah. One of the news, NMDPRA called for a forum, like a meeting. It's going to be coming up on the 23rd and 24th of this month. Okay. They are calling on stakeholders, they are calling on marketers, they are calling on traders to come have a meeting on how prices should be stable. Because when prices like this fluctuates in just for example, like Dangote, in just half of the year, he has changed price 10 times. So when you have prices like this fluctuates regularly, it is not good for business people, because businesses, you need to have a stabilized price for decisions to be made. So they have the opinion that prices should be stable, and if you are to change prices, there should be a prior notice to your buyer. How you get as a seller or as a refiner, for example, you are a refinery and you have bulk marketers, bulk buyers that buys from you to resell. If you are to review prices, there should be prior notice. Oh, okay, from next week we're going to adjust our price upward.
But is it implemented?
No, it's just like an advisory to them.
Yes.
Are you getting me?
They should do that.
They should
not taking it up.
Not at all. So they want to have a forum, like, okay, stakeholders, let us talk.
Yes.
How do we have stabilized price? Because all of this is going to affect small businesses.
True.
A small business, like a pure water factory, for example, and you use 20-30 liters of diesel daily, and you store up 100 liters. In just less than a week, you are hearing that price has increased. It affects decision making.
Yes, it does.
And all of that. So that's it.
Hope for the best when that time comes.
Yeah.
And then Friday, July 4th, the headline we have here: privatize refineries now. MAN expert tells federal government.
Yeah, when we've I think a few weeks ago we talked about the fraud in the NNPCL, and we mentioned that the 4 major refineries, they've invested $3 billion in rehabilitation in the last 10 years, and surprisingly those refineries are still non-functional. They are still dead. As I speak with you, out of the 4 refineries, none refines PMS. PMS is a generally used product. It's petrol. It's highly used all over the world. None refines PMS. The reason is that government interference in this refinery is a backlog. experts are of the opinion, the CEO of Meman is of the opinion, that's Mr. Isong, a very good friend of mine, he is the opinion that there should be a PPP, a public-private partnership between the government and those technocrats in the industry. I said it earlier. I said it the last meeting here that the only way our refineries could work is when it is being privatized. Government does not have any business running business anywhere in the world. Top refineries in the world are being run by individuals. If you want your business to scale, you need individuals to run it because they will make smart decisions. They will not make decisions based on nepotism. They will not make decisions based on favoritism. They will make intellectual decisions because they know their business at stake. They know they've invested a lot in it. So you cannot compare it when you have government owned refinery. So I am of the opinion, I'm calling on the federal government today to sell out 50 to 70% shares in those refineries. As soon as those refineries are sold out, we are going to have stability.
We hope to have stability.
Yes, stability. Because this Dangote thing, if you allow Dangote to keep dictating the market, over time we'll pay the price. If it gets into the market and controls the market, we might buy fuel as high as 1,500 per litre later. But if there is intense competition with those refineries, we have 4 refineries, and those 4 refineries, their capacity is 455,000 barrels per day if you had the 4 capacities. And if you compare it to Dangote refinery that has 650, I think they are a match. They could match and compete because our 4 refineries, Warri Refinery has 125,000 barrels per day. Kaduna Refinery has 110,000 barrels per day. The old Port Harcourt Refinery has 60,000 barrels per day. And the new Port Harcourt Refinery has 150,000 barrels per day. That makes it 455,000 barrels per day. So they could match up with Dangote if they are efficient, and there will be competition. So that market share that Dangote is trying to take over, they will also share from it, and there will be a balance. And when you have competition, the consumer enjoys because price will drop. So that's just the arithmetic behind it. Our refineries should work. We cannot going to rely on Dangote to keep refining because he's a businessman. Over time, he would want to recoup his profits. He wants to penetrate now. He knows in the next 1 or 2 years he's not going to make any profit, but he wants to take over the market. As soon as he's into the market, prices might surge.
Okay, and say that with your response to this, I want to believe that you are of the opinion. You're of the opinion that privatization of our refineries is the best solution.
The best. Government should take their hands off our refineries.
You heard that. Olatide Jeremiah says that privatization of our refineries seems to be the best solution for energy security. Anyways, that takes us to Saturday, July 5th, 2025. And the headline for that day says federal government convenes forum on petrol price supply instability. This is kind of timely.
NNPPRA announced that there's going to be a meeting, a kind of a regulatory meeting between stakeholders and the regulators on how prices should be stable. So that is just it.